Welcome to the kitchen. Today we're going to be making a chive pesto, and this is some really pungent stuff. So it goes great on toasted bread like garlic bread, but a traditional pesto is made with basil and garlic, but chives are more similar to garlic, so they're really quite strong. But to make this, you just want to process your chives a little bit, just so that you can get them in the food processor without them tangling up. So you want to do a good amount of chives. And we're also going to add some almonds, but you want to chop these up as well, because in a food processor they can kind of roll around and they just get round and they don't actually process down all the way. So by breaking them up, we're going to be able to pulverize them in the food processor a lot easier. And you could do this old-fashioned in mortar and pestle, or use a blender if you don't have a food processor. So far we've got our almonds and our chives. And then just like a normal pesto, we're going to be adding some lemon juice to brighten it up. We're going to add a little bit of Parmesan cheese from our grater here. And this stuff is amazing. You could leave this off and then add it to your garlic bread later, or your chive pesto bread. And we're going to be trying some of that. So I've actually pulsed this up then with some olive oil to make our pesto. And that's all the ingredients. So once your pesto's done, take a few slices of bread. And this is exactly like how you would do garlic bread. But instead of garlic we have chives. But they're so pungent, it's basically the same thing. I tried this raw and it was so strong that I almost threw it out. And I remembered garlic would be just as strong, but when you toast it up, it gets mild, it gets very flavorful, and it's a perfect little garnish or a side dish for Italian cuisine, or just on itself as a snack. This makes a great little snack. So then these go in the toaster, and I've got a few here, and if you're going to add cheese, you want to actually toast the pesto up a little bit first, like this, before you add your cheese. Because then you really toast those flavors together. And I'm adding a little bit of Kobe, and then a little bit of Parmesan. So then these are going to go back in to melt. And this makes a wonderful snack. So this is really easy to make, and chives are so prolific that you're probably going to grow more chives than you'll ever need. But by making this, the chives are acting as the green, like the basil, and the flavor as the garlic. So it's a really wonderful combination. And then I just keep this in the fridge, but if you make it in bulk, you could certainly freeze it up. But it's super strong. If you were going to make a pasta dish with this, you'd probably want to saute this a little bit beforehand, because it is so pungent. Eating it raw is just, it's a little bit too much. Yeah, it's just so strong and oniony that it's just not very tasty raw. But it makes a wonderful little pesto. So let's give this a pulse here. Oh, forgot to plug it in. But these food processors really make quick work of it. And when you fill this up, it'll really meld together well. But now I'm going to pop out our cheesy bread so that we can toast our next pieces. And this is just wonderful. It smells so good. It smells just like garlic bread. but you get all those beautiful greens, and you get that lovely toasted color, and it's just a phenomenal little snack. So I hope you give this chive pesto a go. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.